coming into this league, Shaq.
Yeah, he didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the funny thing is?
What?
He used to be the guy they sat on the bench in fourth quarters when he first got there. Now he's the clutch guy in the NBA, and his turnover to assist ratio thing has gone down tremendously.
Who does he remind you of? Let's say in the last 15 years in the league. Who does Steph Curry remind you?
He's a taller version for me of Mahmoud Abdul.
Oh, you stole my name. I was getting ready to say Chris Jackson.
Do you see some Steve Nash in there too?
No.
No, not Nash, because Nash was pass first. You know, he was definitely pass first his whole career. I think scoring became better for Nash.
But Nash could shoot 3, and Nash, I see Steph do what Nash does a lot, just in probing defenses and being able to weave his way
Nash
through the paint.
Nash was an explosive scorer. He was an explosive passer. Steph Curry's an explosive scorer.
That's close, Ernie, but no cigar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't light it. You know what I like to say about Steph Curry, don't you? He makes it look effortless. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. I been Steph Curry with the shot, been with the sauce, Chef Curry with the pop, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. 0 to 100 real quick, real quick, real quick.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's the Warriors to start out. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry is out there with Red Hot. Then there's Harper. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Green in at the power forward position.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Wilkins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
There's a screen. Now Butler. 6 on the shot clock. That drops. Butler's got his second basket.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
It's Wilkins with the drive, and Griffin sends it back. Goes up with it again. Jump shot is good that time. Curry's got his first basket.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
Butler with the ball. Picked by Griffin. Fires for 3. Chambers can't make the basket.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Chicago scoring again.
The offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Curry kicks to Wilkins. And Griffin sends it back.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And they're able to recover. Camby dishes to Curry. Shoots from 14. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times. So No one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum. And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Harper, the pass to Curry. Here's Wilkins. It's blocked. They retain possession. Chicago leading. Griffin kicks to Matthews. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Can be good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Matthews. Butler in the corner. Griffin sets the screen for Butler. Lets it go with a three. Offensive rebound, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. The Wizard, he's checked in for the Warriors. On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Here's Chambers. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Camby. From 12 feet out, and it's blocked. Fast break, here they come. Here's Butler, and the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. So for the Bulls, Pau Gasol is checked in for the eraser, and Batiswan subbed in for Chambers. The Warriors also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. Here's the Wizard. He's covered by Matthews. Here's Wilkins. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Guys, the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
So it's the Warriors now after the miss from Pau Gasol. The 18-footer is right on the mark. The Wizards got his first points in this one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Harper. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Bulls have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Here's Matthews. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one drops. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
The Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Both free throws good from Matthews. You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
Buries it from three-point range. Matthews has got 7.
Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back at him with the 3 of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
Good. That's 10 points for the great.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And that misses. That would have put him up. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Good looking screen by Gasol. And Matthews kicks to Butler. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. Wilkins' shot is off. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Down low, Harper, and it's denied. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Wilkins. And here are the Warriors now. They trail by 1. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The three-pointer is right on target. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Matthews. Passes it to Shelton. 1 second left. Oh, a monumental buzzer beater!
What a thrilling shot for one team and a heartbreaker for the other.
Simply fantastic. Cool as they come. Even kill and flatline that one.
And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls. I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought, and it's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low.
All right, now.
Red Hat is out there with the Wizard. And it's Harper in at the 3, the small forward. And he makes the first. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, 2 major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
Here's baddest one, following the score by Golden State. Here's the Wizard. Camby fires, and it's Golden State with another.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Noah. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 5 on the clock. It's stolen. Harper dishes to Green. Now the feed to Camby. Screened by Bogut. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
The closers checked in for Chicago. Then for the Warriors, Wilkins is checked in for Bogut. And Curry subbed in for the Wizard. Outside Griffin. Here's Butler. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Butler's got 8 points.
And guys, talking about Joakim Noah, he was still the spirit of that team last season. Amongst all the great talents the Bulls had, Noah was that energizer and catalyst for the team. A true warrior, even in an off year.
It's been a solid outing for the great. He's got 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And the first one at the line is good. Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for them here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped to assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, you look back on the Bulls' record last year with 27 home wins. That's pretty solid. Same exact total as they had the year before. They haven't gone below 500 at home since 2008.
Here's Chambers. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Warriors leading by 3.
And a big part of why the Bulls are tough at home is this crowd. I mean, sold out every game last season. Led the league in total attendance for 6 straight seasons, averaging over 21,000 fans per game. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Outside Curry. Pass to Campbell. Wilkins with a screen on Chambers. That is good.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's Chambers. 7 points in the game. Here's baddest one, guarded by Curry. That is good.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Gasol's checked in for baddest one.
Come on, Chicago.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent. the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Curry's shot is good.
This is tough to stop if you're the defense. I mean, they've been absolutely on fire from behind that three-point line, and the way they space the floor, it's hard to get to those shooters.
Now here's Griffin. That one dropped for a second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
Green with a screen on Griffin. Curry kicks to Camby. To the inside. Here's Griffin, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Both free throws good from Griffin.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the eraser. The Warriors also with a sub, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Red Hot. They set the pick. Here's Green, uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Warriors lead by 2.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note, it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Golden State's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Curry passes to Thompson. Dishes it to Wilkins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 15 points for the great.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Got freed up. Nice work off the pick.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Wilkins. 15 points in the game. Outside, Green takes the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Curry against Matthews. Outside, Gibson. Pass to Chambers. Matthews goes in. 5 to shoot. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Bogut comes in for Green, and it's the Wizard in for Curry. .144 left here in the second. Owens passes to Wilkins. Thompson inside the line, and it's Chicago with the rebound. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
And so here is Golden State after the Bulls pick up 2.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Matthews passes to Chambers. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Chambers got 9.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And the first one at the line is good. Baddest one's checked in for the Bulls. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
With Joakim Noah, I mean, you know exactly what he's going to give you every season. Rebounding, block shots, steals a few points, relentless energy and enthusiasm, and even a few assists as well.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Noah with a screen for Matthews. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Noah the screen. Down low. Off the screen. And the layup is up and in. And the Bulls lead by 1.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Thompson up top. With 4 seconds on the clock, here's Bogut. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Bogut's got his first bucket in this one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead, leading by just 1. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. What's working and what's not working for you guys out here tonight?
You know, they clog the lane, and they play great hell defense. We got to keep driving and kicking, doing a great job sharing the ball, and we just play unselfish. We'll be great in the second half.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
The way they were getting rain on from 3, they're lucky to still be in this. In some cases, it was shooters making contested shots, but in others, it was defenders leaving shooters wide open. You can't do that. Bottom line, their perimeter defense was lax, and that needs to change, and that's a fact. What was rhyming, Ernie?
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And so here is Chicago. Jimmy Butler is out there with the closer. Then there's Chambers. Then there's Baller. And it's Griffin in at the 5, down low. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
The dish to Matthews. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
And so he hits both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And here's Camby. Kicks it to Green. Back to Camby. Green, the screen. Here's Curry. The shot no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Matthews. It's deflected. Another shot, and the foul on the closer. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Devin Matthews.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Camby kicks to Curry. Back to Camby. Lets it go from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The closer's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's the screen. Matthews into the lane. Here's Svetkovic. Another one falls for Chicago.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Warriors trail by 7.
Blocking foul called on Devin Matthews. That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
Camby dishes to Green. Butler against Harper. 6 to shoot. Can they get it?
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
And again, no good by Golden State. Matthews with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Fires from the corner. Again, Chicago.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The drive by Green, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Chambers can't make the basket. Warriors trail by 7. Harper the pass to Curry. Outside, Green.
Cole Chambers. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
Camby kicks to Curry. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. And now it's only a 5-point Bulls lead.
Timeout for the Bulls.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. The strategy included running the offense through the chosen one. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. 11 feet away. Griffin with some nice D. Bulls have had a great rebounding team for a long time now. Last season was no different.
Yeah, so many categories to measure how well a team rebounds. The Bulls were in the top 3 in almost all of them.
Clock at 6. Here's Fetkovic. Here's Chambers. Wilkins grabs the miss. Wilkins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Took him no time at all on that one. 9 points for Camby. Chicago leading by 3. Time now for an injury report. Right now, let's get an update on Klay Thompson. Doris, what's his status?
Kevin, the Warriors' head athletic trainer gave me an update. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury.
All right, Doris, and hopefully everything works out for him.
You know, pro trainers have so much available to them at their disposal. If it's nothing serious, he'll be back.
Now here's Wilkins. 15 points in the game.
As for the Bulls and rebounding, I mean, they were second in the league in winning contested rebounds. That's another data analytics stat for you folks. Second overall in total rebounds, too.
Nails the 16-footer. 8 points for the closer.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Matthews. Green, the screen. Harper takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And with the big men the Bulls have, it's easy to see why they rebound so well. But make no mistake, guards and bigs alike rebound well on this Bulls team.
Curry against Matthews. Now the pass to the closer. Plays it up and banks it in. The closer's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. And Griffin sends it back. In transition, here come the Bulls. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Chicago making some changes. Pau Gasol is checked in for the eraser. Noah comes in for the closer. And Battiswan subbed in for Matthews. And then for Golden State, Andrew Bogut checked in for Wilkins. Thompson comes in for Green. And it's the Wizard in for Steph Curry. Here's the Wizard. He has 5. Out to Thompson from deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Chambers against Camby. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's Butler missing. Warriors leading by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Feeds it to Camby. He kicks to Harper. Here's the Wizard, defended by Butler. Harper, no good. Here's Battiswan. Butler on the wing. Pulls it up. And that one's on target from the wing. Butler's got 10 points. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Warriors lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And the Warriors with possession here. It's a one-point game on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. They've got Iguodala. He'll get out there with Harper. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Owens in at the 1 spot. Here's Harper. Iguodala dishes to Camby. Passes to Owens. They set the screen. He feeds it to Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Harper. Fader on the way. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. 9 points for Easy Breezy. Outside Matthews. And that's a foul called on Baldwin. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Griffin's checked in for Pau Gasol. Golden State also making some changes. Wilkins comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Green in for Harper. Now here's Camby. Pass to Owens. Wilkins with a screen on Griffin. Here's Owens. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. Here's Wilkins. Clock at 4. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Iguodala. Offensive rebound. Leaps for it, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And so it's Golden State with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Green. And again, no good by Golden State. Bulls trail by 3. Butler kicks to Matthews. Griffin sets the screen for Matthews. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Talk about great numbers for Griffin. He has 8 points and 4 block shots.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Griffin hits them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
And Curry, here we go. Now the feed to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Great D that time from Green.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Fires the 3. That doesn't go either for Green. Bulls trail by 4. Matthews with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Matthews passes to the closer. Shot is off. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Unloads from 13. It's all in by the Bulls. The closer's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Butler against Iguodala. Butler dishes to Griffin. The Warriors pull it in.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Now here's Iguodala. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Wilkins drains it from beyond the arc. Wilkins has got 20 points.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Without question, the great displaying his skills today.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Butler. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Shelton. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, that's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Knocks it loose. Curry against Matthews. Green with a screen for Curry. The drive by Green. Knocks down the 10-footer. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Can be no luck. Butler passes to the closer. There's the pick. Matthews goes in. Svetkovic, second chance shot, and that one's good. Griffin.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Curry kicks to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here's baddest one. He Here's the floater, and it's blocked. Dishes it to Curry. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Chicago making a switch here. Chambers checked in. So it's Chicago now, trailing here by 8. There's a good screen. Here's Butler, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Butler. Following the score by Golden State. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Griffin hits them both.
Those free throws edge them a little closer. A couple of stops on defense, and they might not be down for long.
Camby kicks to Green. Back to Camby. They get it back. Here's Wilkins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Here is Matthews. Butler dishes to Griffin. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
It's been a solid outing for Butler. 12 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so he hits both. Warriors leading by 6. Green, the screen. Matthews with the steal. To the middle. Griffin kicks to Matthews. Butler passes to Matthews. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
At the line for the Bulls, 1 shot.
Free throw, good. Matthews.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. It's Curry with the drive.
Take a look at what Curry's done. 9 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
At the line for the Bulls, Stephen Curry, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Outside Butler. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green. Harper kicks to Curry. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on